Good morning, dear student. We were discussing the Indian poetry in English, in which we have discussed some major poets, the trends, how they were developed, how that particular moment was developed in India, how that English education uh, affected or cast impact on the literary tradition in India. So we have discussed all that. So we were discussing some major poet and some minor poet. I think we have discussed A.K. Ramanujan. Then we have also the Arun Kolenkar. He was born in 1932 and was died in 2004. Was a poet as well as an artist and received the critical acclaim for both of his painting and his verse. Arun Kolenkar was poet as well as painter. His collection of poems, Jejuri, write it down, won a Commonwealth Writers Prize in 1997. So just write it down. The Arun Kolenkar received the Commonwealth Writers Prize in 1997 for his collection of poetry Jejuri. We know very well where is Jejuri. So it is his most renowned or most noteworthy collection of poems Jejuri. For that he won the Commonwealth Writers Prize in 1997 and he was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 2005. This also is noteworthy, you just note it down. He was also awarded Sahitya Akademi Award in 2005. He wrote in both Marathi and English. He was bilingual, we can say. He also wrote in Marathi as well as in English. He was hugely influenced by the modernist and beat poetry, with Eliot, Ginsberg among his favorite writers. His Kala Ghoda poems have been much praised for starting a new waves of Indian poetry, not concerned with the anxiety of Indianness or belonging, but simply exploring the facets of city like Bombay, as can be seen in his poem Three Cups of Tea. So there are another collection which was much praised for that, the Kala Ghoda poems. It is also collection of poems and it was praised for starting a new waves of Indian poetry, not concerned with the anxiety of Indianness or belonging, but simply exploring the facets of city life. It is totally was devoted to explore the facets of city lives. Various views of about the city lives we can generally find in these collections, and in which the most important poetry we can say about that in that particular collection is Three Cups of Tea. So you should write it down. He was his most important collection of poems is Jejuri. For that he won the Commonwealth Writer Prize in 1997. He was also awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 2005. He also wrote another collection of poet which was much praised for his modern tendency or exploring the city life like Bombay. That was the Kala Ghoda poems, and in which the Three Cups of Tea is most important poems. Then there is Kamla Das, who was born in 1934 and was died in 2009. Was known for his bold writing on the themes of female sexuality and empowerment. We can say Kamla Das was known for her bold writing on themes of female sexuality. If we go through her poems, we will come to know her attachment or her we can say the attitude towards the female sexuality and empowerment. She was a great ardent we can say supporter of a woman empowerment, and also she with the help of her poems always try to express the female sexuality. She wrote both in Malayalam and English and was also columnist in newspaper. Columnist, you know very well, in newspaper we generally find the column that that are generally written by the renowned writers, we can say the scholars. At the time when poetry was still romanticized and dealt with the age-old themes like the love and nature's beauty, she broke the mold by writing about the female sexuality and darker theme like the suicide. She was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Prize in 1985 and was shortlisted for the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1984. She converted to Islam later in life and adopted a name Kamla Suraya. She was called the mother of modern English Indian poetry by the Times in her obituary. Times, we can say Time magazine. In obituary means we generally write about the date of particular persons. We generally give tribute to. In newspaper we generally find the tribute in obituary. That is obituary. So that obituary was given by the Times, and in which they called her the mother of modern English Indian poetry. So you should keep in mind her. She was also awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1985 and was also converted to Islam. Later he adopted the name Kamla Suraya. Then Kamala Das' attitude towards the writing and poetry is expressed by the statement she made in an interview. Every writer with a talent is an abnormality. Every writer with a talent is an abnormality because the talent itself is an abnormality. Therefore, when you try to measure a person who is abnormal with a measuring yard used to measure a normal person, you are being unfair. So, creative person has more emotional needs than the normal person. So, she consider the person having the intellectuality or having the talent, writing talent generally we can say, or any intellectual talent we can say talent, any writer with a talent is like a abnormality, and when we want to measure that person we have to keep in mind the other we can say other measure. We cannot put in the same pot the normal person and the creative writers. So they have their another talent and we cannot measure with the same we can say measurement with the same device the normal man and the creative writer. So there are some difference, and she considered that talented persons, the writer with talent, as abnormality. This hunger for emotional connection runs through her all poem. The most important poems she has written here are The Looking Glass, one of her more famous poems, reflect her bold style of writing and her willingness to touch upon the theme not usually talked about. She just tried to write about the taboo themes. He tried to write about the taboo themes. Generally, other writers not at that time not did not we can say try that particular theme, like say sexuality and human, generally female sexuality. So she was considered the bold writer at that time, and Looking Glass is most important poems. There are some various poems she has written. You can read at that time. After that, you will come to know that how she was bold writer at that time. So there are another person, another poet, Dom Morris. He was born in 1934 and was died in 2004. Was a Goan poet and was also journalist and editor. He interviewed the Dalai Lama when the latter was 23 and he was only 20. He was a journalist and he interviewed Dalai Lama. We know very well he is still fighting for the cause of Tibet, Dalai Lama. So when Dalai Lama was 23, he interviewed, and at that time he was only 20, and Morris' family was far from ideal. His mother attempted suicide many times and was hospitalized for depression. Morris himself became the alcoholic and suffered from the cancer. This experience molded his poetry and make it almost tragic. So as far as his family is concerned, his mother attempted suicide many times and was also hospitalized. He also was become alcoholic, and the whole the suffered from the depression. The Dom Morris himself also suffered from the cancer, and all this tragic life mould his poetry, and we generally find that tragic atmosphere in his poetry. Morris was a war correspondent and worked for the United Nations as well. His poetry was highly influenced by the modernist poets like W.S. Auden, Stephen Spender, whom he was friend with in London. He won Hawthornden Prize for his poetry. You also write it down. Dom Morris won the Hawthornden Prize for his poetry, which was described as the best work of the imagination. He remained the only non-Britishers to win this prize. This is the most important thing. Non-Britishers won that most important prize, that Hawthornden Prize. He was criticized for being in love with the English language, and Morris famously refused to learn Hindi and was not interested in writing about Indian themes and concern in his poetry. His poetry is known for its imagery and its use of language more than the particular themes and concerns. Sex and women are the focus of several of his poems. So, sex and women are the focus of interest in several of his poems. Then there is Agha Saeed Ali. He was born in 1949 and was died in 2001. Was a Kashmiri poet and who was revered for his ghazal-like poetry, and that showed the multitude of influences, Islamic, Hindu as well as American. He was born and brought up in India, but later moved abroad and teaching literature and creative writing at the university like Princeton. One critic remarked that his poems reflect the obsession with memory, death, history, family, ancestor, nostalgia for a past he never knew, dreams, Hindu ceremonies, friendship, self-consciousness about being a poet. Another critic described Ali's collection of poems, A Walk Through the Yellow Pages. This is the collection of poems written by Agha Saeed Ali. So you should write it down. The collection of poems written by Agha Saeed Ali, that is named as a Walk Through a Yellow Pages, as a surreal word of nightmare, fantasy, incongruity, wild humor and grotesque. Ali's poetry is often concerned with the diaspora. Diaspora means we can say migrated people, belonging and elusive nature of the home and homeland. So such type of themes we can generally find in the writing of Agha Saeed Ali. Then we have major two writers. One of them is Jayanta Mahapatra, who was born in 1928 and still is alive. Was the first Indian poet to win the Sahitya Akademi Award for Poetry in English. He was also awarded the Padma Shri. Jayanta Mahapatra. He was first poet to award the Sahitya Akademi. Write it down. He was also awarded the Padma Shri, which he later returned in order to protest rising intolerance and fundamentalism in India. Mahapatra obtained a degree in physics and was lecturer in various colleges in Orissa. He first started publishing his poems only in his early 40s, like his contemporaries, other poets before him. Mahapatra is concerned with how to express the Indian root in his poetry. The Indian Way is an example of one of his poems which expresses his feeling about what Indian culture means. His poetry is often tragic and existential. Existential means that theme is that when we feel like we are dying, the whole atmosphere is decaying, and there will be the no hope in this universe. Such type of tendency we can find in existential technique. Concerns with the plight of the poor and marginalized are simply describing the angst of contemporary life. His poem Hunger, you should write it down. The most important poem he has written is Hunger. It is about the father who sells his daughter in order to have food to eat, but it is equally about the carnal hunger, how it drives people to do desperate things to satisfy their cravings. So hunger is most important poem written by Jayanta Mahapatra. And at last we have another poet, K.K. Daruwala. He was born in 1937. He is famous both as writer, as a poet and the writer of short stories. He was also awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1984 and won the Commonwealth Poetry Prize for Asia in 1987. Write it down. He also won the Commonwealth Poetry Prize for Asia in 1987 and was awarded the Padma Shri in 2014. He returned the Sahitya Akademi Award in 2015 because he believed the organization had failed to speak out against the ideological collectives that has used the physical violence against the authors. This statement was regarding the murder of Dr. Kulburgi, Dr. Dabolkar and the other rationalist. Rationalist means we know very well the Andhashraddha Nirmoolan Samiti, Dabolkar, Dr. Dabolkar, Dr. Kulburgi, who had campaigned against the superstition and fascism by the right-wing fantasies. Daruwala was active in politics. He was an IPS officer and became the special assistant to the Prime Minister in international affairs. He was also in the cabinet secretariat till he retired. His writing reflects his political stance. So we will discuss later in detail the themes like the superstitions, the campaign against superstitions, fascism by right-wing fancies, and this is the most important topic we can discuss, but for this particular video it is enough. So remaining portion of our syllabus we will discuss in next video. Thank you.